As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Attorney's Edge, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the Italian Protoss. Representing the Platinum Heroes, it is LetaleX. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. I did notice a camera location set up there. Bottom right, we do have the green Protoss player for Team Little Fairy. It is UedSoldier. Let's go. Let us go. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our PvP. Now, if you know anything about the current patch, the current meta, PvP is more aggressive than previously. Much more aggressive, much more all-in. What is the rationale for that? Well, the new pylon. Because of the warp gates and the warp-in mechanic, because you no longer need a gateway for fast warp-ins across the map, now we see all-ins hit harder, hit faster, because you don't need your production across the map. You don't have to wait for a gateway to finish. You can set up your production back at home, get a fast pylon across the map, get fast warp-ins, and reinforce very quickly. So we've been seeing an uptick when it comes to 1 base all-ins and 2 base all-ins. So 1 base all-ins, 2 base all-ins have been much more common in PvP. In saying that though, I will say that European PvP has always been more macro-oriented than Korean PvP. Like, it's quite rare to see like Zaun, Hero, Classic, to see them kind of trap as well. I would now mix in there at this point. But it's quite rare to see them get into like 2 base play and 2 base economy, and even 3 base play is even rarer. Like it's almost guaranteed that there's going to be an all-in at some point whenever they play against each other. I would also throw max packs into that as well, and Showtime. Like max pack, Showtime, and the top Korean players, like it's very common to all-in PvP. But once you get it a little bit lower, once you get into players like Jumi, players like Art, players like the other Art, UedSoldier, Arrowfire, Sebestis, these guys, Geralt, Christianer, Shameless, we can just keep going, but there's a lot of European Protoss. But they often tone it down a little bit. So they often do embrace a little bit more mid-game, at least more often than the Koreans and more often than the top Protosses. In saying that though, we're going for the proxy 1 base all-in. There's only so much you can do against the meta is the thing. Like again, right now, like all-ins are very trendy in PvP, and here it is, proxy robo out of UedSoldier, 1 base all-in. Let's go. Let's go. UedSoldier does poke in towards the main. So far, it is going to be a 2-gate opener out of LetaleX, second pylon inside of the main base. UedSoldier does confirm the placement of the second pylon. He knows there's no proxy. Did LetaleX scout? He did. Oh, you see, wow, he finds it immediately. He does find the proxy robo. He's fully aware, and we need a responsive defensive robo. There it is, defensive robo here by LetaleX. A very strong response. Very nice scouts. LetaleX, he sees all, he knows all. He rallies towards the pylon. The pylon's going to be under fire, and the pylon may just go down. It's going to be close. Nah, yeah. Stalkers, they do reinforce. Second Stalker has arrived. I believe still a better trade here, but for LetaleX, just barely a better trade. He gets extra shots off. Missile control towards the end, but he still does out trade. The Immortal's about to pop. The Immortal's coming. Ooh, we even saved the Stalker. Yeah, the Immortal has arrived, and LetaleX has to get the hell out of here. He has to get out. He has to pull away. He has to respect the Immortal. And remember, LetaleX has his own defensive Immortal production. Or at least he should. He's supply blocked. Oh, yeah, brutal supply block. That will delay the Immortal. We need it. Immortal's delayed. Stalker's gonna move out. Yeah, we did see that LetaleX was a little bit distracted. He's gonna get surrounded. Yeah, he's gonna get surrounded. He has to get out of here. No, he's gonna lose 1, gonna lose 2. Massive losses here. 2 Stalkers go down. Whole damage on the 3rd Stalker as well. This has been a shaky and messy defense here at LetaleX, losing a lot. As we're going for the War Prism. Is that Immortal trapped? It is. No shot. The Sim City. The Immortal's trapped. As LetaleX is going to bypass the main army. I guess we're going for a base trade. We got to wait for the Prism. The Immortal. Let him out, Pappy. Let him out. Oh, no. There we go. This will delay the push. Does delay. On the high ground, we have a sentry, we have a force field, more importantly, battery, immortals, second immortals coming in. It's very risky to go for this counterattack, but I would say LetaleX, he has enough to defend. He has enough to defend. Pushing up the ramp. UedSoldier, he's all in. He's all in. Shows that force field. Oh, very nice force field. Locks down the army. Zoning it away. At the same time, LetaleX, he's breaking into the main base. Force field is misplaced. Pylons are going down. There's recall. Yeah, recall back home as well. So very nicely done here by LetaleX. Forcing back the army. That's a kill, not a cancel. Stalkers, they pull away. 0 losses here for LetaleX. The immortal drop does hit the main. But LetaleX, he's all over this. He'll lose 4 workers and he's down 1 probe. Comes in from behind, getting into the proxy. UedSoldier is struggling. He pulls away. Robo is still powered. Yeah, still going to be powered here, and we do engage a little bit too soon, losing 2 stalkers. Heavy losses there for LetaleX. Yeah, some miscontrol. At the same time, double drop back into the main base. Going for the double immortal drop. Ooh, catching out 6 probes. We're getting messy. We're getting very messy here. A lot of stalkers being focused down. The move command. Oh my god, the immortal gets saved. The prism barely pulls away as well. And a better fight for UedSoldier here. Much more efficient. Takes down 9 probes. Takes down all the stalkers. Now going for the sentries as well. The immortal does go down. It's messy. It's very, very messy here. Again, that looks down to 13 probes. Barely an economy. The longer this goes on, the better it is for UedSoldier. What do we have to defend though? UedSoldier, he has no defensive immortals. Robo's killed. True, Robo's killed. Suddenly, LetaleX is all in. So the turns of table. The turns of table, that LetaleX is all in. He has the bigger army. Jumping into the main base. Oh, tries to. So in hand-on fights, I do favor LetaleX because of the immortals, but over time, UedSoldier is building up phoenixes. He's building up phoenixes, so he has anti-air. He can also lift the immortals. Does give chase. This is risky. Yeah, this is a little bit risky here, but he will kill the prism. One more shot goes off. Ay. Takes down the prism. No high ground. Going for the, yeah, he needs hallucination immortal. Needs that high ground. It does get that vision. Recalls the prism back home. And prism has returned. Remember, LetaleX is all in. Ooh, sentry goes down. Catching out a sentry. Actually recalling back home. Yeah, it does recall. Pulls everything else. UedSoldier, he's outscaling. He's outscaling that. And now he breaks out. He breaks out across the map. Behind this, UedSoldier can expand. There we go. Nexus on the way. LetaleX still stuck on base. And as I mentioned, initially everything was looking almost perfect for LetaleX, but as we mentioned, like, his response was very shaky. He had some miscontrol, bled out some units, some key units as well. It was messy. It was messy back. And UedSoldier's coming in. He's coming. He can lift. He can and he will. He lifts up every single immortal. All 3 immortals get lifted. We can see some defensive phoenixes here as well for LetaleX. The gateway army does move in. Phoenixes, they lift for a second time. They just keep lifting back. Yeah, they keep lifting. And we should now focus on the immortals one after the other. Uh-oh, it's going to be close though. No shot. Oh, we didn't capitalize. Yeah, we did not capitalize. The immortals, they're holding. They're barely holding on. Phoenixes, they reign supreme, but they're out of energy. They're out of energy. They lift up 1. They barely should get 1 immortal. Oh my god, just barely. That was a costly trade though. And again, even though UedSoldier got 2 full lifts on all 3 immortals, his gateway army on the ground did not have enough firepower to break through and actually get on top of the immortals. So it did not break through. It was barely not enough. Now, UedSoldier still has the stronger economy, still has the faster natural. The natural's already up and running. LetaleX only now getting a natural base. So that was an impressive defense at LetaleX, that is true. But the reality is that the longer this goes on, the better it is for UedSoldier. As UedSoldier setting up some batteries. The Observer does spot the move out. Phoenixes, they distract, they delay, they buy time. Now, unfortunately for UedSoldier, he has no defensive robo. He lost the robo earlier, so he's down in Immortals perpetually. It's not that many, to be fair. Just one. Just one Immortal. Twilight Council is on the way. UedSoldier, he needs more time to build up into I almost said Storm, then I almost said Stim. Into Blink, that's what I meant to say. It's been a rough week, yeah. Phoenix, they do end up trading here, losing one Phoenix for the Prism. Once again, another bad trade here by UedSoldier. Snipes the War Prism. Pulls back. Tops up the army. This is still very tense, still very close. I say this just because even though UedSoldier had the better economy here and he does have the defender's advantage with all these batteries, again, the army itself is still a little bit lacking. Charge is on the way, not Blink. +1 is on the way. As I mentioned again, like just over time, UedSoldier outscaling the quality of the army, but he needs time. I like the proxy pylon here. It's a way to reinforce where you're not reliant on the War Prism. The War Prism just keeps being sniped. It just keeps getting sniped. So we actually have a reinforcement point. The War Prisms are here. And it's go time. And it is going to be go time. So we have our mass Phoenixes. Sorry, Phoenixes. We have our mass Sentry. Sentries are ready. Stalker's moving in. Prism has arrived for reinforcements. It looks like Charge will finish. It's going to be done in 10 seconds. But Charge is not ideal defensively here. The unit itself can be very efficient, don't get me wrong, but as a defensive unit, it's not. Yeah, it's going to be shut down. Nice force fields. They're locking down some of the army. Doesn't quite catch the Stalker. Your aggressive batteries. Proxy shield battery. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, no. Immortal's going to be focused down. Nice save. And nice save of the Immortal. Does kite back. Prism does fall. We're getting on top of the Immortal. This time the Immortal is going to go down. And Zelda trade well. Yeah, they trade well here. They collapse on top of the army. GG gets called, and UedSoldier will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. UedSoldier will take a lead in the series. Again, LetaleX, he scouted early on. He responded really well with his responsive robo, but a very messy defense out of LetaleX against the proxy, against the initial all-in. He bled out a lot of units. He had some messy engagements in the center of the map when he was losing too many stalkers, and yeah, in the end, he got shut down. We saw that UedSoldier, he was, of course, faster to recover, getting into Phoenixes, and, of course, faster to build up his own economy, getting to his own natural expansion as well. So he was just outscaling his opponent. Better upgrades, better economy in the end. GG. GG all played. Again, LetaleX, he was all in and had potential, 100%. He had potential to pull it off, but he was so delayed, losing that War Prism twice. Lost it twice in a row, so he was heavily delayed when it came to pushing out across the map. The longer the game went on, the better it was for UedSoldier. GG. GG well played. With that, we're going to be loading the end number 2. Going to be loading into Washout. Let's go. Loading into Washout. And spawning in the top right corner of Washouts, we have the blue Protoss player, the Italian Protoss, representing the Platinum Heroes down in the series. Can he bounce back and make a series out of this? It is LetaleX. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the green Protoss player representing Team Little Fairy. It is UedSoldier. Let's go. Let us go. So we are going to be opening up, going to be settling in. So we have a game number 2 here. Remember, game 1, UedSoldier did open up with a proxy robo. When proxy robo, one base all in. In the end, the game continued from there. It was still a very shaky kind of like back and forth. In the end, UedSoldier did actually gain a lot of value. He was able to pick off some key units and, of course, expand behind it and build back up, going into his own Stargate play, into his own Phoenixes. There was definitely opportunities for LetaleX to be able to punish UedSoldier, but alas, wasn't quite able to. Was not able to. And with that, we're now getting into game number 2. But now 2-gate opener here at LetaleX. I bring this up just because, there we go, 2-gate opener out of UedSoldier as well. So more or less mirrored starts. LetaleX does have a slightly earlier gas, so earlier gas. UedSoldier to make up for that does go double gas to catch up. So again, a slight variance when it comes to the opener. And we'll see if anyone decides to commit to proxy. Might have just gotten it out of our system in game 1, and now we can just calm down in game 2. Probes are moving out. LetaleX is set up to scout. UedSoldier likewise scouting as well. So nothing crazy. No shenanigans. Probe into the main base, gets eyes on the second pylon, so everything looks normal, no proxy. Likewise, second pylon on the main base of LetaleX as well, so no proxies, no shenanigans. After a very chaotic game 1, we're calming down in game 2, and it's looking like a standard opener. It's looking like a faster expand. Yep, UedSoldier setting up his third pylon on the low grounds. LetaleX sets up his third pylon in the main base, so I would say UedSoldier is better set up for the expand. LetaleX a little bit less so. The pylon does confirm the initial opener, double stalker. Yeah, double stalker. Meanwhile, we do see UedSoldier. I believe, did he skip? No, double stalker as well. Okay. Let's see who shoots first. My eyes are on that probe. Yeah, better engage here for UedSoldier. The probe is still active. 2 more gates, 1 base all in. Wow. So I love that he threw down the pylon on the low ground to make it look like he wanted to expand. LetaleX, he saw the pylon. LetaleX, he takes the bait, he expands. And UedSoldier, he's going for the 1 base all in. 1 base all in. Remember what we said at the beginning of the series. It's going to be a 4-gate all in. You don't need to proxy the gateway anymore. You just need a regular pylon. And the probe is here. Oh no, he's going to get scouted. Oh, yeah, a little bit too ambitious. He gets spotted. Stalkers are on the high ground. The pylon is seen. UedSoldier, he will protect the pylon, but now LetaleX knows. Now he's aware. Now he's aware of the all-in. He's at least able to scout, throws down some batteries. Does need a little bit more time. Oof. I lose sentry. Yeah, sentry goes down. Stalker getting low. Oh, doesn't quite pick it off. But that was all the force fields. That was 3 force fields spent. The sentry was still killed. And now LetaleX is out of force field energy for now. Here come the warp-ins, warping in 4 stalkers at a time. Again, it's a 4-gate. 4-gate, 1 base all in. And UedSoldier's going for the kill. He's going for the kill. He can one-shot. Yeah, he can one-shot the sentries. Gets one. He takes on the stalker as well. Yeah, sentry goes down. Stalker now can two-shot the stalkers. The batteries, they won't help against his burst damage. They do not help. It's too much DPS. And with that, UedSoldier has done it. Has done it. GG gets called. And UedSoldier, he will claim the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, UedSoldier. He will claim the series. He will advance on. Again, my condolences to LetaleX. Non-stop aggression. 1 base all-ins here from UedSoldier. Game 1 was more chaotic, more back and forth, and I will say that LetaleX had a lot more opportunities to recover and to bounce back, especially with the early scouts and early realization. The reaction and some of the decision-making was a little bit shaky there from LetaleX in the moment itself. And it all kind of fell apart. But game number 2 was a little bit more one-sided. It was just almost a build order win, where both players went 2 gate as the opener. Then we saw the low ground pylon, so in the end LetaleX was kind of baited into believing it was going to be an economic build, so he expanded himself. Meanwhile, 1 base all in, harder to scout, hits faster as well. Bam, was able to just break through, and punish LetaleX expanding. GG, well played. With that, we are going to be going on a break. We're going to be going on a break here. We are currently 4 series in. We have 3 series left. After the break, we're going to be jumping into another PvT. It's going to be Jumi. It's going to be Jumi going up against Milky Cow in a PvT matchup. I'm looking forward to it, of course, as these are 2 very aggressive and very unorthodox players. So it's going to be Jumi coming up next. Jumi versus Milky Cow, followed by Moja versus Sebestus, and Gigi Machine versus Minizerg UA. Oh boy, so TVP, followed by another TVP, followed by a ZVZ at the end of the broadcast. So we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll see you soon with our next matchup. See you soon after the break.